Blessings, everyone. Really glad to talk to you guys again. I'm currently in California visiting my family, my new niece, just after talking and leading the evolutionary parenting workshop down in LA and teaching in San Diego and DJing down there. So it's been a fun journey and part of this powerful eclipse window. And I just want to invite everyone to take a moment and throw their hands up in the air because it's been a really crazy and busy time amidst many eclipses, 3 in this month that we've had, as well as the exact Uranus-Pluto square for the 3rd time this week. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of context for that, what's going on with the eclipse and for the square. And if you've been feeling pretty crazy, pretty chaotic, but excited, and like there's a lot of opportunities and possibilities, you're not alone. The exact Uranus-Pluto square, it's the 3rd exact alignment in probably about a 5-year total plan here. And last exact alignments were in September and the end of June this last year. And you can think of these as like peaks on these waves. And these waves can be waves of the excitement, of innovation, of invention, of new possibilities, new horizons, and new paradigms emerging all over the planet. But at the same time, there's also a massive upheaval internally for a lot of us. And so there's a huge amount of shifting and shedding happening currently. And usually these exact points of the square, and there are going to be 7 exact squares over the course of this 5 years. It started about 2010 and really goes until about 2016. But the exact are like these peak moments. So peak chaos, but peak breakthrough as well. So the major question we're asking during Uranus-Pluto is whatever we're doing in our life, relationships, career, the place that we're living, all of these areas are being challenged, and we're being asked to really release and let go of that which isn't serving our evolution. And our evolution is really being seen as something where we are part of a collective process, and we're stepping in to our gift as light workers, as artists, as healers, who can really step in and serve at a higher capacity. And we want to get everything out of the way that is preventing that process from occurring. It can be delicate, it can be challenging, but it's also something that is quite necessary for all of us at this time. Now, there's also this 3rd eclipse in the last month that is occurring. This is happening this Saturday, which is May 25th, in the 4th degree of Sagittarius. And I think that this Sabian symbol for this eclipse will really tell us a lot about what's really happening for us. The Sabian symbols, there's 360 of them for each degree of the zodiac. And they are kind of like a more image-based or visionary way of experiencing each degree of the zodiac. So it's kind of a right brain entrance into astrology, and it's beautiful and quite insightful. So this eclipse actually is the symbol for it is an old owl perched high up in a tree. That's what I wanted to represent today. Obviously, I go by the name of Celestial, and it's one of my favorite totems. But really what we're being asked is to look into accessing this very wise, ancient part of ourselves, this sort of omnipotent and omniscient part that we always give it the sense of the owl. The owl is such a rich and deep symbolism and really relates to unveiling the secrets, the great mysteries, being able to see in the dark, entering the obscure places and accessing them with sort of that 3rd eye. So a highly intuitive symbol. There's a sense of sage energy really emerging with this symbol and at this time. So there's a sense of being able to reflect and contemplate, but also penetrate into the core of what's happening. And this eclipse is squared by Neptune, and the high side of that is that our imaginations can be really triggered right now. It's a great time to be making art, and music, dance, channeling, opening up to spirit, and our psychic senses should be pretty awake during this weekend in this eclipse. The challenge with Neptune is going to some extremes with any addictive behaviors, whether that's through drugs or alcohol, sexuality, anything that makes us want to escape from the 3D reality. So we need to learn how to kind of harness that artistic, imaginative, and healing energy that Neptune can symbolize during this eclipse. It's a super busy time. We have all these planets now in Gemini. The Sun has just moved into Gemini. This week we had Venus and Mercury conjunct in Gemini, and that means that we're extra busy with the eclipses and with the exact Uranus-Pluto square. So it's really important to find some practices, do our work where we can center ourselves, ground ourselves, feel ourselves stabilized, whether that's our meditation or yoga, qigong, some kinds of writing. Writing is a great practice to be working on these days with all the Gemini energy. We just don't want to scatter ourselves too much. And that's always a challenge here. And with the Sun square Neptune, we're going to be also looking again at how can we infuse ourselves with spirit and that meditative, contemplative energy without trying to escape too much and over-intoxicate ourselves. And we need to watch being really empathic during this time, that we may be able to more easily take on the toxins from our environment, these toxic thoughts, toxic feelings, emotions. At the same time, we can really start to move into a more empathic and unified space when the Sun is squaring Neptune over the next week here. So this is a bit about what's happening. It's busy times, and I just want to applaud everyone for the journey that you're on, honoring the powerful shape-shifting that we're all going through at this time. And know that this is one of those peak moments of the wave. We should have a little bit of breathing room soon, but we're pretty much on the top of the roller coaster, and just going to keep bumping and grinding. So I hope you guys have fun during this cycle. Gemini is all about fun, and that we can talk again soon. So be well. If you'd like to check out any astrology, human design, erotic empowerment coaching, please let me know. That website is soulhalchemyastrology.com.